Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you. I appreciate your continued support, you guys. I really, really do. So, I'm going around the zodiac again, and we are now in the 4th house, and this is the house of Cancer, the house of cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. There's a couple other things too. Early foundation and environment, mother, caretakers, cyclic end of matters, your heritage, your roots, your ancestry, guys. That's all in the 4th house. So even if you don't have Cancer, you do have a 4th house. So if you're wanting to find out what's going on in that house, this might be the reading. This might not. We'll see. We are going to go ahead and do the singing bowl and the little prayer, you guys. You will have the option to skip over this. In the description, you'll be able to go straight to the reading. But I'm going to take the camera down to the singing bowl, and we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll get into the reading. Take a couple deep breaths. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance, protection, and unconditional love. I'm grateful for all known and unknown, seen and unseen divine energy guiding, allowing, and protecting us as we receive these messages with an open heart and mind. I pray these messages of healing and protection reach those who need them and those who will fully embrace and express their own divine energy for the highest and most loving good. As we walk on the path of love, healing, and redemption, may your healing light touch, taint, and transmute all darkness with understanding, acceptance, and faith in the holy light of love. Thank you, Spirit. Amen. All right, guys. Okay, so I'm doing an elemental star spread that I found in the Blue Angel Oracle, and it's a 6-card tarot spread. But then, of course, I'll pull my oracles. These have been a little longer, but there's layers to this reading, you guys. So it kind of starts with this upper layer, which is all the seen, all the known. Then we have like this middle, in between layer, and then we have the behind the scenes, back, different kind of the kind of supportive background energy that's going on that you may not be aware of. So let's go ahead and start with the first card in this spread, which is the earth element, which is the issue or the matter at hand. It's the earth energy of this. It's the process. This has been a theme throughout all the readings. Everybody releasing this feeling of unworthiness, this feeling of, it's also a release of toxicity and feeling not good enough, not like you're lacking something to contribute. That's what I've been getting with this card. So let's see how this makes you feel. This is either releasing or holding on to this energy. We're going to get more on this. How this affects your emotions, Cancer. Determination. It's making you determined to release toxicity. There's a determination here, a strong, and you're doing it kind of in a powerful way. It's making you feel empowered. It's making you feel more confident. And then we got the way it is affecting your thoughts, and you're trusting the process. This is the 9 of Pentacles. This is interesting. It's like you're trusting by doing this release and kind of continuing on And it does seem to be like feeling like you're kind of doing this. You're doing this from a place of sheer determination. It's requiring a lot of work. 9 of Pentacles to me is always a lot of self-work. This is stuff you're probably releasing in your inner world, and you're trusting that this is the right path to take, the right thing to do. Let's see what you may need to surrender and the fire element. This could be surrender or embrace. Just depends on the rest of the reading. We got the Hermit. We're getting a couple cards, but okay, we put it down. All right. The Hermit. So this is something you need to surrender. So you need to, there's a feeling here of needing to come out of yourself. This has required a lot of inner work, and it's time to kind of step out of maybe that hermit mode. This could also be needing to embrace that to complete the process of this, releasing these like negative thoughts, feelings, perceptions about you not belonging or not being able to contribute to something. There's this, and then we got the overall energy is contentment. 9. We got 9, 9, 9. You know, we got 999. So this is a powerful angel number. You might want to look that up. I have been putting a link to the angel numbers below. It is contentment. It's the 9 of Cups. This is being happy. Happy with yourself, happy with the work you've done, happy with trusting the process of releasing. And this is really good energy right now, I'm feeling. So this is good. This is just, it's time to kind of just maybe get outside of yourself a little and enjoy your surroundings, enjoy where you're at right now. I'm feeling like enjoy where you're at right now. There is also a peacock standing out in this. So I have been putting a link to the animal, spirit animals also in the description. You can look up the peacock. That will give you more on this reading and a deeper, more deep. Oh, and come to think of it, there's another animal in this one, which is interesting. This looks like a parrot. I think it's like a parrot. That's interesting, a parrot. It's looking like a parrot, or yeah, a parrot. That's what I'm getting from that. So you might want to look up the parrot and the peacock, because there's something obviously there. And then on the bottom, relation, 2 of Cups. This is a lot of self-reflection. This is a lot of inner balancing. This is finding those things hidden within yourself that you need to look at, that are mirroring back to you, things through your relationships and through your external stuff. And it looks like this is kind of the work you have been doing, and with a very fierce determination to be happy, be content, be independent. I'm feeling that with the 9. It's like being free. You're being freed from this feeling of needing to belong somewhere, or not feeling worthy of being part of something, or feeling like you don't have anything to contribute. It's like you're freeing yourself from this energy. And you're just, there's a feeling here of just being happy with yourself and content with just being alone. It feels like kind of being alone, being free from like toxicity. And but the thing you kind of need to surrender here is that hermit energy. So you could be doing a lot of this, like being alone and hermiting, and this is where the work's being done. But it does feel like it's kind of time to like maybe come out and shine a little. Let your colors be seen with the peacock there. I always call it peacocking, but you know, be seen. Let yourself be seen. There's something here more on that. So now down here, we're going to go to this middle level, and we're going to get a few more cards on this, Cancer. Okay, so let's see. We got this 5. And this Queen of Wands, which is what you are coming in as. It's really making you feel empowered, confident, and just sure of yourself and what you're doing. And also, there's a drum in this, which is telling me you are going to the beat of your own drum. You are marching to the beat of your own drum. You're doing it your way. Oh, we got 11, Justice. Nice. Some kind of balance or justice here. This is divinely like divine balance. I am feeling like this is bigger. Like this release and this kind of going into this fire energy, this confident kind of fire energy that you are feeling right now is fair, is just. Holding the toxicities. It's like this release has been needed and it's meant. Then we got the 15 right in the middle. And this is that. And this is like the devil energy. Okay. So there's shadow in the middle of this and it's freeing yourself from that. Under the Queen of Wands and the 9 right here in the center. It's like there's some kind of let's get another one here. Okay, the Shaw of Cups. I believe this is like the King of Cups, which makes a sense. A lot of the times the King of Cups will come through as Cancer for me also. But so is this Queen of Wands is, it's very interesting. Let's look real quick. I want to make sure this is the King. I'm sure it is, but let me just double check. Yeah, it's the King of Cups. The King of Water. Master of Emotions. Okay, so here is what I'm getting so far. There is something that has been restored, some kind of balance, some kind of justice, and it is in regard to freeing yourself from some kind of devil energy, some kind of bond, some kind of toxicity, toxic beliefs, toxic fears, toxic feeling not free, feeling chained to something, feeling like you're never going to get out of this dark place. Okay? That's what you're freeing yourself from, because right above that, we got the determination and the trust. We got these two cards, right? And it is clearly saying that there's a clear determination to kind of go through this energy and free yourself, and trusting that once you go through this like fire, because that's the thing about the Queen of Wands, she goes through the fire, and after that nothing can really touch her, nothing can harm her. There's a, what's the word I'm looking for? There's just a different kind of strength to things that were forged in fire. And that's looking like this is quite smoky and ashy, and something's been, there's a feeling here of having gone through this fire, gone through this, releasing yourself from this prison, this pain, this darkness, and freeing yourself, taking that, having trust in the process, trust in the work you're doing. I feel like this is also an encouraging message. If you have been doing the work to free yourself from toxic thoughts, beliefs, especially about your value, your worth, your strength, your confidence, it's saying, there is a feeling here of being very happy, just kind of being on your own right now, doing the work, and feeling that. Now, with the King of Cups coming in over here, it's like this has taught you to master your emotions, master and control your emotional reaction to things. It feels like, now it did, there could be something here where it's like you could be holding yourself back away from engaging with others, because the Hermit's here. You could be kind of hermiting out a little too much here, holding yourself away from like other people, other situations, because you're trying to remain in control of where you're at, which is good. It's good, but and there's a rainbow in this card too. So we're going to go ahead and get another card for in between these, and let's see what comes up in between Justice and this 15, the toxic. It's called Noths in this deck. There is definitely something you had to make fair here by releasing, coming to terms with, realizing that you are worthy, you are capable, you give yourself that esteem and that confidence to continue, to get to make something, to free yourself from something. Let's see here. And we got deep dive, or diving into a task. This is that determination. This, you had to go deep, deep into your psyche, your emotions, to deal with this deep seated, like kind of toxic energy, and this feeling of feeling stuck or bound to a certain place, situation, an energy, and free yourself from it. Let's see what comes after this. This in between the, and it's made you more mature. It's, and I've gotten this in your guys' readings, and I understand this from a personal perspective too. This is emotional maturity. It's brought you to a more content, emotionally mature space in your life where you're fine on your own. You're fine without being bonded or attached to something. There's a freeing energy here. And then we got that cosmic womb. Again, that came up in Aries reading, and it's the divine feminine. On the bottom, we got that deep quiet, that meditation and stillness. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you had to go deep, deep within and kind of deal with it's interesting because I'm getting like this feminine energy. It's like deep diving into this feminine energy, this place where you began, or this, it's interesting. It's feeling like you had to go back deep down into like where it began to deal with this shadow, to deal with this feeling of being stuck or trapped, and like coming back to yourself, going through all of this to come back to a more comfortable place with your femininity. It could have been you were dealing with this, what I call, a lot of times we have distorted masculine energy, distorted feminine energy. This is going deep, deep down into that feminine energy, I feel like, and doing a lot of going through the fire with it, kind of trying to reconcile with it. Wherever this came from, whatever this is, this feels like really deep. So we are going to go ahead and read this deep diver, and we're going to read that cosmic womb. 10. Embracing risk, diving into a task, and making new discoveries. That's what this determination was. You went into something. You went into this wanting to make something balanced and fair and just for yourself. Free yourself from something here. Bring happiness to yourself and your life. Alone, by yourself. It doesn't matter who's there. It doesn't matter what's around you. You feel stable and secure, and you're fine with that. You're fine with kind of this feeling of being kind of alone and maybe even isolated a little, and that may be what we're working on here, is to unisolate. It says it's easy to play in the shallows where the waters are clear and you can see all that glitters by your feet. Anyone can venture here. There is little risk, nothing to discover. No dark secret, nothing that you can't already perceive. The treasure has long been picked away, replaced by a gentle certainty. In the shallow river is safety and no surprises. Ah, but that's not who's calling you now. The deep diver invites you to take the plunge with him. You can't see the bottom, but you must swim into the dark depths to find the mystery that eludes you now. He knows where the pearls lie under the ancient sands. You are called to look beyond the surface of the things for your answer. Let your intuition propel you into the water, allowing your memories to swirl around you and your emotions to well up as you face the unknown. Your curiosity will be your greatest guide. You'll surely discover something wondrous to bring back to everyone who is waiting by the shore. But only you will truly know the value of your discovery. Are you willing to do the work, dive in, and make a commitment to see it through, and you'll be amazed? I feel like this was in a reading of your guys' like a month or two ago, maybe. It was about staying on the shore, or going in and dealing with like this shadow energy that was like calling you in. This is feeling like it's going back to that reading, and like we're revisiting that and coming back out with this kind of newfound like this newfound feminine energy by diving in with like by taking action and doing the work with this masculine energy emotionally. going deep, deep, deep down into the emotions and kind of like fiercely going through something here. Even though it was risky. This feels like, because this is all like energy that would be passing. Now, it depends on where you are in this timeline, because you could be at the beginning of this, the middle of this, or over on this side. But I kind of look at it like this being, you know, kind of what's passing, this being where we're at right now, which is right now really free, happy, content. But still, in the middle here is this energy, and it's like, yes, I've rose above this. I'm content with this, even though this was found in the deep. This is there. Now we're coming into this cosmic womb energy, this kind of going back to the kind of a clear, purified place with your feminine energy to receive. Also with the King of Cups coming out here, it's like a nice mix. I'm getting like a nice mix of energy here. It's almost like he's sitting next to this. I feel like this cosmic womb is like, it feels like the mist off of this waterfall that he's sitting next to. It feels like kind of just letting, interesting. It feels like he's being almost like bathed, cleansed, calmed, and secured in this cosmic womb energy. So this is a nice mix I'm getting over here with the feminine and masculine being kind of coming together in a very in the same place, but yet kind of different, because this has yet to be, this is always what can be, and this is what it kind of is right now. It's just like right now I feel like this feminine energy is protecting, or I mean, not even, it's like a give and take. There's like an equal give and take here. It's like this feminine energy is providing this comfort and relaxation and this peace for the masculine, and the masculine is just embracing that right now. And it's just, there's something yet to be discovered too here. It's like he's waiting patiently for something to be discovered here with this feminine energy, what it's going to become. Maybe in himself. Maybe this is him embracing that, doing a lot of that thinking, that deep thinking and controlling and of his emotions. You know, this waterfall is just kind of like flowing by him. And I feel like that's like that feminine energy. That, you know, the feminine energy that's really emotional and a lot. It's a lot of psychic stuff. It's a lot of emotional stuff. And it's just pouring past him. And he's actually being comforted by that kind of, letting that kind of go through his space. That's what I'm getting. That's very interesting. All right, let's get a couple of these. Deep, quiet, meditation, and stillness. That is definitely where you're at right now. You are definitely, or if you are on the further end. If not, it's saying you need to, if you're at the beginning of this timeline, there's still some things that need to be released, and you're going to go deep. You're going to have to go deep, deep down into your, the depths, actively, as a strong energy to kind of go through the fire with this feeling of being stuck or trapped or not freed from something really, really deep. So that's what I'm getting right now. Let's see what's under this deep diver. Healing, yep. So that deep dive, going down, doing that healing. This is the very back of this energy. And then we got the Maitreya over here under the cosmic womb. This feels like some really strong feminine energy. Abundance mandala on the bottom. That's beautiful. We are going to read those, you guys. Okay. Let me read that cosmic womb real quick, too. Creativity, the divine feminine. If you've had a difficult time in recent memory, feeling dry and stagnant, or lost and unsupported, this is changing right now. You will feel newly inspired as so many ideas beckon to your attention. Yeah, like something's being born out of this energy, but he's like thinking, there's like this feeling of grounding your emotions and just kind of letting all that kind of flow through you to create something, or to see what is created through just that peace, stillness, relaxation. See what comes to. It's the perfect expression of you. imbued with love incarnate and ignited by the vital spark received from the divine. I love that. Know that you're safe to explore the expression. That's what I felt like it was protecting, like he's almost like protecting this. This is part of his home or his place, and he's almost like standing watch over this water, giving it that kind of, it feels kind of feminine for being a king, but it feels like he's allowing this space and this time for this to become something bigger. It does feel like, but it feels like the masculine is kind of, and interestingly enough, like protecting this process. This could be the masculine in yourself. This could actually be you doing this for feminine. But I am feeling this is like your masculine energy standing watch over your feminine while it really creates something new here. Yeah. Oh, very interesting. Okay, I got to show you guys this. So the overall energy of the reading with the tarot was this contentment, 9 of Cups, right? That's how this oracle kind of ends too. It's the same kind of energy. It's this man letting this water flow by him and sitting there in peace and contentment and just kind of letting something oh, and there's like a bottle, like a genie, like something magical is happening here. The rainbow is just kind of like, this is very interesting. And by the waterfall, there's always a rainbow. There's always magic. And that's like this cosmic womb I'm getting, like this, there's like a rainbow around the edge of it, like the aura. This has some rainbow energy. By that I mean there's something really good here, and blessings that's like waiting to come to, or it's like patiently waiting for something to happen here that's huge, feminine. But it's like, in order for this feminine energy to like, I don't know, I feel like the feminine energy could be like working its magic on the masculine, and something's brewing in the background with this lamp. And it's, I just noticed this lamp, and it's like it reminds me of a genie lamp, like something magical happening here. And this King of Cups has his chalice next to him. And it's abundant with fruit. Looks like vines or fruit. There's something here about this waterfall. You might want to look up waterfall too, and rainbows. There's a lot in your guys' reading. So let's go ahead and finish reading this real quick. You're in the most fertile cycle of your life right now. Intuitively keen, with heart wide open, mindful that each step in the direction of your dreams and desires is effortlessly supported by all divine helpers in the unseen realms. That's interesting, because we do got this Maitreya right under the cosmic womb, and that was the cosmic womb I just read, you guys. So there's some kind of divine kind of, it feels like both. It feels like something's coming through or by you or right there next to you, kind of inspiring you. It's creating something here with your perception, with your groundedness and your maturity and your acceptance of like just sitting there. This is interesting. So under the deep diver, you guys, we got that healing card, and this kind of looks like, to me, could be that going deeper to do that healing. So if you're in this healing part, this is something you're just going to have to go out there in the deep and do. I am going to go ahead and read these two cards. The healing, being on the left side here, is, yeah, it's bringing peace in order to have peace, which is contentment, which is at the top of this reading. So if you are at the beginning of this process, you're still in the healing process, and they're still diving deep into kind of freeing yourself from some toxic thoughts of possibly what I'm feeling is not feeling confident, worthy, strong, independent. I get that from the Queen of Wands. So walking into this Queen of Wands energy, this empowered energy, feeling powerless. You know, this is the stuff you have to come in, do the deep work on, do the healing on, so that justice can be served. And justice is it's not in your control. It's just happening because it's what's right. It's what's fair. It's only fair that you free yourself from this. It feels like Like there's so much more out there. And freeing yourself to see that, to experience that. It says, accept life as it brings peace and healing. You can start to heal yourself and our planet through acceptance. Acceptance does not mean giving up on improving things. It simply means acknowledging there may be a higher purpose, even though we do not see it. Peace is possible now. Whatever your circumstance, peace will never be any more or less possible than it is now. Life will continue its course, driven by a will higher than our own. Little we do will ever change that. And yet, when we change our perception of our circumstances and surroundings, it makes a difference. Hope and fear cannot occupy the same space. Invite one to stay. This could just be a really big choice you are making, to choose peace over this contentment, choosing this contentment over this feeling, being happy where you're at, what you're doing, being content. This could be the devil energy. It's just not being content, not being at peace with where you're at. But it doesn't necessarily mean anything needs to change. It may just mean you need to be accepting of where you're at. If it does feel slightly shadowy, but this feels more like a freeing of that. So let's go ahead and go to this Maitreya under the cosmic womb. Wisdom of the ages. You have been on this earth many times, and you shall return many more to come. From each lifetime, you keep the most precious experiences, the ones that have made you the beautiful soul you are. You have witnessed humanity's unfolding and experienced all there is. Your mother in this life may have been your daughter in another. You may one day be your child's child. You have experienced poverty and wealth, happiness and sadness, sickness and health, and through it all, you have, in essence, stayed the same. Life is an endless cycle, and you are the soul's endless unfoldment. Millions of Earth years have passed, and many more millions will come. What will the future be like, and what shall it bring? Perhaps we will all see things differently. Perhaps we can start now. Is not everyone and everything worth loving? Are we not all, in essence, of the same family? The cosmic womb. This is really pointing out that there's a feeling here of returning to this unity with everything, everybody around you, within you, knowing that there's a bigger picture in all of this. Freeing yourself from like this kind of this restriction, fear, being alone. There's nothing wrong with this. This is great energy, Cancer. So that's what I'm feeling, is like you may be feeling something other than what it is. It feels great. It feels like you're coming to a place here where you're absolutely understanding that this is the womb energy, and you're returning right back to where you started with more lessons, more wisdom, and your guides, and this has been about healing. This has been about learning how to heal, learning how to take your power back and be determined to free yourself from things that are just part of a cycle. This feels like all of this is part of a cycle. We know that. But at the same time, it's like, still, there's more to come. It feels like there's still more to come. And this could be a reminder to remember, you've already went through all this. You've already done the deep dive. You've already done the healing. And now there's still something waiting to be created here in this cosmic womb for you also to learn from, also to grow wiser from. This genie energy, something brewing in the background, waiting to be revealed to you and come to you to maybe give you another lesson, give you another wise experience, a beautiful experience, a blessed experience. It isn't always unfairness and injustice and pain and healing, but it can be. But that's why we come here, is to experience these things, to grow us, to make us more balanced and receptive and mature and grounded. This is also a helper. You know, the Shaw of Cups, the King of Cups, he's very well aware of what emotions do. And this is just really letting that stuff go by and knowing he's helpful. He's an ear. He's helpful. He just listens. He's a very good listener. So you're like really listening to something here. There's this feeling of really listening to this bigger energy, this story, this experience, feeling it, experiencing it, hearing what it's trying to convey to you. Let's go ahead and read this abundance mandala, because I do feel like this, I don't feel like it's a bad thing coming in. I feel like you're waiting, there's something, but there's a genie bottle. So it's like, you know, you see the genies and they can be good or they can be not so good, but either way we learn something every time something magical happens in our life, something new. And then we got that at the bottom of the deck, and it's a rainbowy looking mandala, and it's the abundance mandala. So I think there's something really good coming in here. 37. And this is the healing from guardian spirits here in this part. Excuse me. 37. Wrong book. Prosperity. As you meditate upon this beautiful mandala, notice how its pulsating energy draws your attention to its light-filled center. Feel the frequencies and colors flow through your body, mind, and soul. Life is magical. Every moment is brimming with creativity and potential. Be mindful of the enchantment around you. Feel the light and life force within you, and imagine your energy embracing the entire world. Keep your focus on whatever you are doing at the present point in time. Abundance is yours, believe this, and begin to see opportunities surrounding you. The energy of creation is inexhaustible. It is forever within and around you. That's beautiful. That's what this genie energy is. This, and these colorful birds. There's just all this color in your guys' reading. And it's really nice. And it says the universe is listening. Why not speak to her? The universe loves you. Why not accept her love? The universe is inside you. Why journey far away? One breath and you are here. You're right where you belong right now. You're right. Even if you, hopefully this isn't how you're feeling. This is what you freed yourself from feeling. It's like, hey, I'm in a good place. I've done a lot of work. I've went in. I've done the healing. Things are feeling balanced. Now I just wait. I just keep doing what I'm doing. I sit in peace with my spirit and my wisdom and my lessons, and just really taking all this in, I feel like, Cancer. So let's go ahead and get a Healing Spirits Oracle right in the center of this. Really taking this in. Taking in this flow of abundance, huh? All right, let's see. It's always okay to ask for guidance when the way is unclear. So I feel like this is encouragement to keep doing what you're doing. If something starts to block your view of actually where you're, I feel like where you're at, you know, you're in, I don't feel like you're in this place right now, but I feel like it's always there. And that's what one of the lessons or things you've learned, it's always there. But so is the window, you know, so is the way out. And the way out is through it, kind of acceptance and guidance, asking for help, being guided out of anything that is hindering your freedom, your contentment, your happiness, your confidence. It is always okay to ask for guidance when the way is unclear. So if something starts being unclear or things are unclear right now in your life right now, just ask. Just ask for help, ask for guidance, but continue to feel content with the work you've done. I feel like there's been a lot of, if you've done this deep diving and this healing, it was meant, and it's meant so that things can be, so you can get your blessings, so you can feel content and happy, and just, yeah, there's a really good feeling to your guys' energy, a really good energy to your guys' reading, whoever this resonates with. Let's get a little surrender card. Surrender fear. It's the fear that's getting in the way. If anything's getting in the way, it is fear. It's fear of of being like content, maybe by yourself, maybe waiting, maybe patiently waiting. I am getting that temperance energy. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. That is your surrender card, Cancer. So that's really nice. Let's go ahead and get a couple words on these. So between these, justice taking that deep dive to really bring about some balance and happiness within yourself. Healing. That Five of Pentacles and that Queen of Wands. We got flexibility. Better to bend than to break. Willingness to change or compromise. Ability to modify plans. Yeah, you may have just been in a place that was uncomfortable. But it all came from a place of I need to do this. I need to go deeper. I need to work harder. I need to bend to make this happen. I need to be flexible. I need to go deep. And I need to be flexible with my mind. I need to be flexible with my energy, is what I'm feeling, to make this happen. And it does seem like it's happening. Audacity. If you won't be a fool, you cannot become a master. So this came right between this 15, this Nafs, this devil energy, and this it's always okay to ask for guidance when the way is unclear. And right under the Queen of Fire and the Nine of Pentacles. It's like sometimes you got to take risks. If there's a risk here you're thinking about taking, or a leap of faith into something here, because I am getting that Fool energy, it's saying, you know, if you don't try, it's indefinite failure. You definitely stay stuck where you're at. So you have to walk through that fire. You have to take the chance to become different, become something else. Think differently, maybe, about yourself, about your path, about your whole life here with this cosmic womb energy, the whole experience, maybe thinking completely differently about this experience. Willingness to take risks, revolutionary sentiment, and challenge of convention. Really stepping outside of your normal energy. You know, this is fierce energy. But then it just leads to this really relaxing, content feeling. A feeling like you understand a lot more than you understood before. And you're sitting there really quietly waiting because you know something else is going to come from this. Because it always does, and it always has, and it always will. That's what I'm getting. Let's see what this one is. Fortitude. Do not fall before you are pushed. Oh, this is nice. Stability. A foolish man builds his house upon the sand. The strength to stand or endure. Fastness to a firm state. Yes, okay. Fortitude. Having a backbone. Steadfastness, mental strength, or willpower. Really, really choosing to sit and wait patiently. I am feeling like there's a waiting here happening. And some things might even come up here where you have to maybe take a risk. Maybe change. Be flexible. Be willing to be flexible right now, Cancer. I am getting that. And if there is something that challenges you, face it head on. Face it head on and trust that this is leading you to something much more. Yeah, don't self-sabotage. Don't make any moves really right now. Just face something head on. Kind of ask for help if you need to, but don't let it trap you or stick you in a place where you're afraid and you're dealing with fear. Do not get afraid right now. That's what I am getting. Don't be afraid of what's changing, happening, or what will change or happen. There's something here, feels like kind of a little far out, but not too far. It's right there. It's almost like you can feel it. You can feel its presence. And it could be something that you absolutely need to not assume is bad. Don't assume. That's the worst kind of self-sabotage. I know as a Cancer sun myself, we can do. We can definitely self-sabotage with always assuming the worst when it could be something really good here. So let's get a Kali card. Don't fall before you're pushed. Wait and see what happens. Something, you're fine right now. I'm feeling that. You can be a master at this. You might even be feeling like, oh, I got to move or I got to do something. And Spirit's saying, no. You can become a master at this, sitting in this, waiting in this. Just ask for guidance if you need it. The blue Tara. Chaos will give way to the higher order of love. Let there be peace in your heart. As blue Tara looks to her right, gazing towards the future, she sees a vision of your peaceful, protected, and authentically expressive future. You have every right to feel hopeful, happy, and secure in your destiny now unfolding for you. There is something super duper great happening right now. Do not self-sabotage. Do not take action in a fearful way. Anything that comes from fear, know that this is just something you're trying to heal, something you're trying to face right now, so you can be free from it. That's the devil energy. It's this fear. That's what I'm getting. So Cancer, that is your guys' reading. I hope it helps somebody, and as always, I hope you guys have a good day, and I appreciate you guys coming and watching your readings, and I'll talk to you later.